Assalamualaikum and good evening. So we are from Group Lab 2045, which is sets of motivations from Group 35. So today we will discuss about our group discussions video 5 on the topic of how to deal with toxic people. So before we start our discussions, let me introduce myself and other members. So my name is Noalia Dena binti Muhammad Roslan and my matric number is 198388. I am from Faculty of Science.
My name is Nurul Shubikaini binti Muhammad Asri. My matric number is 196365 and I'm from Faculty of Science.
My name is Nurul Natasha Farhada binti Abdullah. My matric number is 202202. I'm from School of Business and Economics.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Dalila binti Razumi. My matric number is 203665. I'm from School of Business and Economics.
Hi, my name is Malisa binti Muhammad Yusuf. My matric number is 202518. I am from School of Business and Economics.
Hi, my name is Nurul Izzah binti Salim and my matric number is 202306. I'm from School of Business and Economics.
Okay, so our video what we watch is about how to deal with toxic people, right? So what I find is toxic people is someone who basically bring us down more than up. So these toxic people is more they are likely someone who very unsupportive and unhealthy emotionally. So this kind of people not only we make us become low confident but also can affect our daily life. So from the video that we choose, the value that I get from that video is we just need to be ourselves. That the value that I learned from the video, because if in the video it said there are 3 ways to deal with the toxic people, right? So which is that I get is don't try to fix these toxic people. So what I learned, we don't have to. We just need to ignore and just do not believe what they're trying to say to us, because maybe they just want to see us sad and make our confidence become low. Because the only person who can fix and can improve and can change ourselves is only our own our like myself, that only myself can change. Oh, right. Can change myself, right? Okay, so the comments that we only improve our weakness is only the words from ourselves only. For example, if I if I say that I have a low confidence to speak up in front of people, so I just need to improve myself and do not trying to hurt what these toxic people say, like you are not good. Just ignore it, and we just need to believe with ourselves. Don't ever complain about other people's. Maybe our words don't suitable for them to accept it. That also the value that I learned. So we just need to keep what we call just keep complain to ourselves, because we only need to improve ourselves, not about other someone else. So Shafika, do you have any opinion?
Yes, thank you, Alia. I agree with your opinion just now, but I would just want to explain how toxic people can influence us very bad in a very bad way. Because toxic people is just defined as when we feeling emotionally exhausted, when we feel around them, when we are react with them, we feel very emotional. We will feel very angry. We'll feel very annoyed when we talk to them. And toxic people also always think and say negatively about us, so that it will always complain about us. And the importance one, it will pollute everyone around them. This is the kind of behavior for the toxic people. So that how to do with toxic people, from this video what I learned is the one quote, which is, don't let negative people and toxic people rank spend in your head, raise the rank and keep them out. So how to do with them is just move on, with them, because what I want to say, if we are move on with these toxic people, actually we are create our environment in a positive way, and we are feel very safe to breathe. Because when we're letting go of the toxic people from our environments, doesn't mean we are hate them, because we are avoid to hate people, right? But letting go of toxic people doesn't mean we hate them, or that we wish that will harm any harm to them, but it simply means that we are care about ourselves. I agree with Alia said that we need to love ourselves first. We need to make prioritize for ourselves, so that we need to prioritize our mind, our feel, so that these toxic people will not influence us. Um, and lastly, I just want to say, no matter how much you love the person, you cannot change them, because the one you have to change is your self-talk. You need to change your self-talk in a positive way, because just ignore what they said, but you have to move on and make yourself more make yourself feel very peaceful. I think that's all. What are other opinions?
Thank you, Ika. The impact that I learned through this video is remind me to choose my inner circle and my friends wisely, because not only will they motivate me to achieve my dreams, but they also can break me. There are many types of toxic people that we must avoid in our life to maintain peace. For example, manipulators. I'm sure that we all have such type of people in our life who manipulate us. Manipulators have a different kind of personality who pulls time and energy out of our life behind the facade of friendship. They can be complex to deal with because they treat us like a friend. They know what we like, what makes us happy, and what we think is funny. But the difference is that they use these informations as part of secret plan. Toxic people always want something from us because for them it's all about taking with little or no giving, which is a sure sign of toxic people troubling us all the time. The first thing to remember when dealing with toxic people is that they will hard to change. We should try to train our brain to handle them, or it's more better to avoid them by setting healthy boundaries or limits. What you think, Isa?
Iza, do you have
Iza?
any opinion? Or other
Iza.
people have their opinion?
Okay. To be honest, I agree with your opinions. For me, to be honest, coping with toxic people has never been my specialty. I have dealt with enough toxicity in my life to know when it's best to cut ties. We all have toxic people in our life who can't be avoided, whether it can be a parent, a sibling, a friend, or coworker who we just can't stand. So from the video, what can I say is we can cut out the person, but we need to cutting out the negativity from our life. it doesn't mean we a bad person. It means we are valuing our mental and emotional well-being and practicing true self-care. So, in my opinion, what we need to do is recognize and distance ourselves from toxic people. It's not easy to rise above it when some people are determined to drag you down into the fray. But recognizing that people are toxic should be the first step toward desensitizing yourself from their words and actions. Toxic people only have the power to upset you if you let them upset you. Even if you can't distance yourself physically, you always have the power to distance yourself emotionally. Other than that is we need to focus on the positive. I know how cliche this sounds, but I also know that if you dwell on how infuriating toxic people can be or the problems they create, it will stress you out. So do your best to catch yourself when you start to fixate on the negative and try to consciously switch your thoughts to solutions or more positive. Toxic people don't deserve your mental energy. Uh, how about you, Dalila?
Yes, I agree with you. But the values that I learned from this video is we don't have to fix the toxic people because the reality is we can only change one person, which is ourselves. If we keep trying to fix them, we only get frustrated and stressed. The second value that I get from this video is we need to change ourselves in dealing with toxic people, which means change how we think. We have 0% control over toxic people, but we have 100% control over ourselves. So it's 100% on us how we think and how we control our emotion when we encounter with them. So when we deal with them, we need to take deep breath and observe our thoughts consciously. The third value that I get from this video is we must learn to say no to toxic people. If they ask to hang out with us, just say no firmly so we can spend minimum time with them. So the impact and effectiveness from this video, I learned 3 simple steps how to deal with toxic people in the right way. This video is very useful as we can find this type of people everywhere and we can't avoid them. So Iza, what do you think? What is your opinion?
What I get from this video is we can less contact with the toxic people because their existence only give us negative vibes. So it's better for us to not deal with this person because dealing with them can be exhausting. What can we do to less contact with them is we need to learn to say no to them so that we can spend minimum time with this toxic person. We must try to avoid them as much as possible we can. Just say we cannot join them because we have other things that are important to do and don't back down when we decide to say no to them. This may be hard and challenging at first, but if we keep practice saying no, it will be easier for next time. Therefore, we need to limit our time spent together with them because it makes us feel unpleasant and tired. Only contact with them when necessary. Another way to deal with this toxic person is we can change ourselves first because we have 100% control on ourselves and we cannot change their behavior. People can change, but they have to be willing to put in the work they do. So it's easier for us to change ourselves. In dealing with this person, we need to calm ourselves first. After that, observe our thought consciously and choose only positive thought. That's all.
Thank you, Iza. So, do you guys have any opinion to add?
I just agree with Malisa thought that we just don't waste our time and energy for these toxic people, because in our life we have a lot of thing we are to do and to talk about. So please ignore these toxic people in our life, because our journey, our goal in our life is not to serve them.
Thank you, Shafika. So let me conclude about our videos today. So in conclusions, we just need to avoid these toxic sweepers from coming to our life. So like Natasha said before, we just choose a friend correctly so we can avoid these people. So because toxic people cannot 0% control to ourselves, we only us can control ourselves 100%. 100%. So the way you think is the way you feel. So choose positive thought consciously. So like Shafika said before, don't let negative and toxic people rent space in our heads. Rest and keep them out. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.